Yes! 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 Okay. Oh.
Hello and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. We are here, the last episode of
Final
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's going down right now.
It seems like this series is way too short. 6 episodes?
Very short.
That's all we got.
It was all good, but not as good as it could be.
So far. Yes, I have my
this will cap it.
criticisms. It's definitely divided fans because there's a lot of people in the camp of it's good, but it could be better. And there's a lot of people that are, it's awful. It's completely terrible. Disney doesn't know what they're doing. I don't get that.
No.
We've been talking about that for a couple weeks.
I'm pretty pleased.
I'm very happy with what we're getting. I do have valid criticisms, and we'll have live streams talking about that and breaking all that down. Probably the positives, talking about that, and then another separate stream talking about the criticisms that we have of what they could have done or what we would have liked to see, any problems that arise. And I don't know if there's going to be many things that are going to please a majority of people, or if this last episode is going to be divisive again.
I'm ready. I don't know. I just take what they give me. I can't change it.
I'm going in with a clear head. I don't want to expect anything. I just want to be happy and have a fun time.
I'm ready.
That's it. And I'd just like to say, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. And we are so close to 800 subscribers, so if you find it in your heart to subscribe, you don't have to, but help us get over that 800 mark. That would be awesome, because we are working towards 1,000.
And I'm glad I'm live here in studio. This will be great. We could do it.
I do have FatherTime with me here.
That's
so
right.
Like and subscribe for nothing else than just the beard. It's here in studio.
Live in studio.
So it does seem like there's a lot of loose ends that they do need to tie up, namely Luke. We haven't gotten anything of Luke.
Do we know what the time length of this episode is?
We don't. I didn't even
Okay,
click on it
it
yet.
could be longer.
But it seems like there's a lot of loose ends, and I hope they tie it up in a nice little bow. Prequel references are always welcome to me. And you're just there for a good story, good action, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm
Just
excited.
good time.
Yeah.
All right.
Characters I love. Here we go.
All right, well, we're going to get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Here's a question. Are we finally going to get a hello there in this episode?
If they don't, I'm okay with that. 'Cause that's a thing from before. So
It kind of would be cool.
that's all he did?
Stabbed her?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't want to kill her.
No.
And that's where we're at.
I don't think we're going to get too much on Luke, because Luke, in the prequels, Luke didn't even know who
much.
he is.
Doesn't know much. That's what a lot of people brought up. Like, if there's a big lightsaber fight in front of Luke,
Yeah.
he's going to have remembered
At
that.
this age, he would be old enough to
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
This is the last clink and drink
Duh.
for a while. Here we go. That's so cool. Just the astromechs and the droids and the costumes. This is good Tatooine instead of the Vespa gang
Yeah.
driving around. They're bobbing and weaving.
There's the deck. The command deck.
I just want to spend hours on the command deck
Yeah.
of one of the Venator class destroyers.
Motivator shot. Power couplings are bad.
Those are always the parts that break.
The power couplings.
And
It's
the
always
motivators.
the power couplings and the motivators, power converters.
Maybe I should borrow her too.
Because he's scared.
He's admitting he's scared. Yeah. He's got the scruff that makes him look bridged between where we see him in episode 4.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't jettison off to Mustafar. That'd be pretty cheap.
Oh.
You have my word. Although I know the word of a liar, and hey, Dad, I may not mean much to you. That's good enough for me.
He had a cool little character arc a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't too much.
He was a total joke in the beginning when
Yeah.
you first see him. They're gonna get torched someday.
They are.
They get-
Do we know who did that?
How did you know
Supposedly
it was
Boba Fett. Oh, they got a cycler rifle.
Shortened.
It's illegal. Illegally modified cycler rifle. Is he gonna go off and talk to Qui-Gon? Oh, the one with the etches for every Jedi she got in the clear.
Hmm.
It's
I was going to give you a blaster layer. You're 10 years old.
I lost the remote. Oh, and I got coffee all over me. Qui-Gon. Are we gonna get
Whether
Qui-Gon?
he dies or I do.
Qui-Gon.
You ready?
Nope. It's just Ice Cube Jr. I've noticed in the way that Obi-Wan talks is starting to get towards the Obi-Wan that we see in Episode 4. So no Qui-Gon. Not yet.
You're gonna keep waiting for.
I'm gonna keep waiting for Qui-Gon all the way until the credits.
Follow Kenobi.
Grand Inquisitor doesn't
I didn't like
get
that.
it. He didn't like it, and he doesn't get it. The whole thing turning.
Oh,
That's so
my
scary.
gosh.
Stay in here.
He's telling him
Anything goes
they're
wrong,
Tuskens.
you know what to
Maybe
do.
that's how he doesn't know anything in the future.
not afraid.
Is he just thinks this whole thing is Tuskens. Well, we know they don't die.
Yeah.
Do we know what planet this is? I don't
No.
think we do. I love those Lambda class shuttles. They're so classic in the design. They're so cool.
Here's Lola.
Oh. Maybe because he said I need some hope, so I'm not scared.
Let me leave that.
That's
for a
kind of like
Jedi.
Anakin saying R2 stay with the ship when he's going for the final slaughtering of the separatists.
Is she there to help them?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like, what would she be going there for?
Her personality is she's going to kill everyone because she got wronged.
Yeah, but why him?
Because
Kenobi.
she's got to get
Baby
bargaining
her.
chips. She's got to get some leverage over him. That's cool, the moon in the back.
Yeah.
Have you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan?
I will do what I must.
Oh! He said it!
He
said it!
Must?
Yes! Oh my gosh, he said it!
Then you will die.
Then that's what he said in Rebels!
That was all from Rebels?
Yes! No, only the second half. The first half was from Episode 3. Oh my gosh, he's scary. Kenobi's a little bit too in the revenge right now, too.
Yeah. What was his quote?
He says, then I will do what I must.
Ah.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I
Okay.
must. And
Yeah.
he brings it out. Alright.
Oh, this is going
This has been a really good fight so far. So all we need to get out of this is we need to see Vader still being the learner. To make the quote valid.
Yep.
But the weakness still remains.
Oh, that was cool.
That giant piece that he was holding up, he just threw backwards.
Yeah.
Threw backwards.
Yeah.
I keep spilling on myself. What is going on?
Ooh, swept his feet.
You will always lose.
That's not good. That's like Maul standing at the top when he's hanging onto the thing. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Think that you could defeat me.
So does he think he's dead?
Now, as far as we know, Luke still thinks it's the Sand
Tuskens,
people.
yeah. Is he gonna talk to Qui-Gon?
Well, he's down there.
Yeah, he's pretty deep. It looked like. Wow, that's crazy. I'm still on that. Qui-Gon, come on, Qui-Gon.
Okay.
All right, he's okay. He's out there. Now, does Vader think he's dead or he's trapped?
He's too smart for that.
Oh, right back at it. Wow.
Oh! Wow.
Peak Jedi.
Wow.
Wow. Now, if Luke pops out with a lightsaber, that would be bad.
Riding on his Vespa gang. Yeah.
Yeah, the mod squad.
Come in and save the day.
Cowabunga! It's the classic Vader wheezing sound. He sliced him across the back.
Oh my
Is he
God.
gonna show the half of the face just like he did in Rebels? Yep. Oh, so many parallels.
Anakin's gone.
You can hear his voice.
I am what remains. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anakin. For all of it.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
And my friend is truly dead.
Wow. He just leaves him and deprives him of the revenge that he needed.
That was great.
Wow. Wow, that little pod was lightspeed capable. That's pretty cool. So he still thinks it's Tuskens, and he's knocked out now. Oh, she saw herself, didn't she? Yep.
Oh.
She's carrying him. She's bringing him back. It's not the first Skywalker that's been carried back to that farm. Anakin's mom.
Oh.
Now, is she going to try to kill him?
I think she's done.
You think she's done?
I think she's done.
Qui-Gon?
He mentioned
We're not getting Qui-Gon?
no. Is that your only loose end?
Well, that's my loose end. Now, is she going to go back to the other Inquisitors and Vader?
I don't think
Or
she's strong enough.
Or is she on a separate path?
Yeah, I think she's on a separate path.
Do you think she still has the need for revenge against
No.
Vader?
No.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, we're back on Mustafar. It's Vader's castle. Is that the Emperor? Is he going to call him off? He's going to say, don't worry about it? Wow. And that's why he didn't go searching for him after that.
Yeah.
Until all those years later. Because he had to let go of that. He tried not to think about Kenobi that much after that. And that's when he says, a presence I haven't felt since.
Since?
Yeah, he says since.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
I'm so happy we got Bale in this too. They brought him back.
Who am I?
He blows past.
These are qualities that came from your mother.
Oh my gosh, are they doing this?
But you're also... And these are gifts from your father.
That's amazing. Wow.
Okay.
Because I've seen so many things like that. But talking about Luke, like, and how he is both Padme and Anakin, but that's really cool to see him tell that to Leia.
It's so cool now in episode 4 when she calls on Obi-Wan for help.
Which a lot of people have a problem with, saying like, "Oh, how come she didn't know who Obi-Wan was?" Yeah, so all Luke knows is he got chased by a sand person.
Mm-hmm. Then he got knocked
out. Yeah. He's gonna give him back that shuttle, which is the one he's playing with in episode 4. It's really cool. It's really cool.
You want to meet him?
Hello there.
Yes! Yes!
Okay. Oh.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's very good. Into the Junlan Wastes. Whoa!
Is this your
Who's
loose
Qui-Gon?
end? Your loose end?
So he's actually appearing as a Force Ghost.
Took you long enough.
He had to
To
reconnect.
think you'd never come.
Come on. Got a ways to go.
That's your loose
Wow! Man, we got Qui-Gon and the
end?
Emperor.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, I'm
And
happy.
hello there.
I'm happy.
That was done so good.
I'm greatly okay with that episode.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
it. Okay. Ooh, man. Oh, man. Wow.
Wow.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I know people are going to find stuff to complain about, but that checked all my boxes.
That was great.
I
I don't think there's any loose ends.
I don't think so.
You got your Qui-Gon and your hello
I
there
got
right
my
at the end.
Qui-Gon,
Boom,
hello
right at the
there,
end.
the Emperor, so all the fun boxes were checked. The fight was done very well. The emotional aspect of it, which was what I was craving with their confrontation, was there at the end. Absolutely, it was there.
It wasn't just fight.
Right. It
was
wasn't
some
just
cool
a fight.
fight.
One person loses and the other guy runs away.
Kenobi showed that he got his force back. Vader acknowledged that. That was great.
Vader acknowledged
Some people
that.
might say that's over the top. I
Qui-Gon
was okay with it.
reinforced that at the end, saying like, "Oh, well, there you are."
Yeah, finally. I was here all the time.
That was so good. So I don't think there were any loose ends, and if they decide to not do a season 2, that's fine.
I would love it. I would love it, but they did tie everything up nicely.
I don't think they need to because Vader is not hunting him at this point, which also lends credence to the fact when he says a presence I haven't felt since. People have always assumed that meant since Mustafar, but if he hasn't been even really thinking about Kenobi for the last 10 years, or pursuing him, or trying to get his revenge on him for the last 10 years, that line would make sense. A presence I haven't felt since however long.
Yeah.
That makes total sense, and I don't think that breaks canon for them to have a fight. No one ever said that he can't run into Vader at any point during that time.
Reva's tied up. If she never comes back, we're okay with that.
Yep. As far as her getting her own spin-off show, I don't think it's
you
necessary.
take spin-offs for every character.
Right. And they were talking about that, but I don't think it's necessary because she's going off and doing her thing.
She's weak now.
She's weak. We already got her backstory because she was the Padawan. We got the backstory. She just goes off and does whatever.
Yeah, she's gonna go do her thing.
We don't need that. Leia's tied up because she got that good talk from Obi-Wan at the end, talking about her mother and father. She's on her path. She's going to be the warrior diplomat that she is.
Luke's just going to be a farmer for a while.
Yeah, that's very nice that they were able to meet him and Obi-Wan. Got his plane. It was very nice.
Yep.
Owen and Beru are fine. Obviously, they get torched later. We know that.
Oops. There was no loose ends for me at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
I think everything was wrapped up. I could go back and watch that series front to back, up and down.
Yeah, the
all over.
rewatchability is definitely there, more so than Book of Boba Fett. There are some episodes that I don't really even want to go back and watch for Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, I
agree. This made me want to go watch episode 4.
I would
want to go
straight
watch
to
episode 4. Maybe we'll watch that tonight.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. But I don't have any major complaints about the series as a whole. Just little criticisms. You could pick apart anything if you
you could always pick something apart. I think they did so good.
Mm-hmm. And again, the emotional aspect of that final fight was so good. Obi-Wan said, I can't even kill you and put you out of your misery because you're nothing. You're so broken as a person. He can't even stand up without the suit. Like, if you damage the suit, he couldn't even stand up straight to fight him again.
Yeah.
All Obi-Wan would have had to do was just go over and chop off his head.
Yep.
That's too cheap. And so, when I left you, I guess left you is the only part.
Did he leave him alive because he still wants to know that I'm the master and you are actually the learner?
Maybe, but the only problem I think he says, when I left you, I was but the learner. And you could argue, oh, he didn't leave him, Obi-Wan left him. I don't know. You can pick apart anything, but the emotion of the last fight was incredible. I was tearing up. Were you tearing up? Mm-hmm. No? Were you tearing up? Yeah. Crying? Yeah. It was pretty rough. And of course we got Hello there, which I was so happy about. And then Qui-Gon at the end, which I was pulling for Qui-Gon the entire time. Just like, come on, please, Qui-Gon.
And he knew the whole time. Mm-hmm. As the actor, he knew he was in it.
Yep.
That's funny.
That is amazing. And Ian McDiarmid they brought back as the Emperor, which I didn't hear anything about that. All the rumors about Reva standing over Owen, Beru, and Luke with the lightsaber ready to kill him, and then she has a change of heart that goes back to Vader, and Vader kills her. That wasn't true, so that's pretty funny to all the spoiler leakers that let that out to get people to hate the series before it was even out. And I genuinely do feel bad for the people that went into this series hoping that it was bad or thinking that it was going to be bad.
It was great.
Because they probably didn't get anything out of it.
No.
I really appreciated it. And the main question we had going into this last night we were talking about was, is it going to warrant its own existence? Is it going to be good enough to where we are happy that we got this series? Or was it going to leave us with a question mark thinking, why did they have to make this?
I have no question marks, and I think it filled in a lot of missing pieces that we didn't even know we needed.
Absolutely. And that goes beyond just being positive about Star Wars. But on that note, there is a lot of negativity on the rest of YouTube in the Star Wars community right now. So if you want to stay positive and pick up the stuff that you enjoy, stick around, because that's kind of what we do here. We don't accept everything. I have my valid criticisms against everything, this episode, the series as a whole, modern Star Wars. But we try to be rational and dig into why we feel certain ways about certain things. That's what we kind of try to do here.
Hit subscribe. Bell
We
notification.
are close to 800.
Yeah.
So if you want to help us get over that 800 mark, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are one of those people that help us get over there, just put subbed in the comments so I can give you a special shout out in our next live stream.
It's a fun
That
channel.
would be awesome.
I'm here.
Yes, the beard is here.
Beard of Justice.
And
No,
if you want to discuss Obi-Wan Kenobi, I might have like an open lines stream where people can just join and talk about how they like the show. So maybe I'll have you on one of the live shows. That would be fun. You're on there all the time.
Yep, remotely. Live in studio this week. But
Yep.
Yeah.
You're heading back across the country to the galaxy far, far away.
It's far, far away, all right?
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this reaction and review, and if you've been here from the beginning of the video, I really appreciate your time. May the stash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.